Hi there and welcome. Nice to see you there. Today we're going to be trying out for the first time Dawn of Man. This is a survival simulator building game focusing on one of the earliest periods of civilization. We're going to be starting out in the Stone Age, and we can advance technologically through the Bronze Age and up to, I think the game ultimately ends in the Iron Age with like advanced metallurgy. You can see some people here wielding swords that seem to be made out of steel, and I think that's like the end of the game scale. But we start off pretty much as a hunting-gathering society emerging from the Stone Age. The first scenario is called the Continental Dawn. Grow and evolve your settlement from the Paleolithic, that is the era before the Neolithic, and to the Iron Age. About 12,000 years ago, the last glacial period had just ended. This made most of continental Europe a lot easier to inhabit. Human populations thrived and the Neolithic revolution started. Alright, so we have a few different starting locations, I think, yeah, these are some different starting locations that you can choose from. Forest River, Twisty River, Mountain Lake, River Fork, Merging Streams, and Lake Valley. Okay, all these all seem kind of nice. This map kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chinese coastline. There's big rivers here. Okay, so Forest River sounds pretty nice. We're gonna have access to woodland and the river for fishing and such, although there might be a lack of minerals if we're very far away from the mountains. Maybe we should try the Merging Streams. It seems like a relatively varied biome. For our settlement name, I think we're gonna go with something Game of Thronesy here. That sounds like a good starting name. Alright, so I have gone through the tutorial so that I know a little bit about what I'm doing, but otherwise this is my first playthrough. We have some big, nice woolly mammoth here. Those guys could probably clothe a whole village. Alright, let's get into it. So this is our starting location. We start off pretty basic with a few little tents made out of skin and a little crafting station and a few storages. Just a little hearth at the center of the village. And yeah, you can look around a little bit, see the detail. It's actually a rather pretty game. Very atmospheric. So we have our little, maybe 2 families or something here in our little society. Not much. Alright, to begin with we need to gather a few basic resources. The most common building blocks early on are the sticks. So we can't actually chop lumber yet because we don't have tools for that. So we're going to be needing to collect some sticks, and of course we're going to need some food. Flint is another resource that's like pretty important in this time. So we can put out some work areas, which are like zones that automatically tag and collect resources from around. You can see here when you move the collection zone, the sticks get highlighted. You can put one out here, and we'll put 2 people together sticks with a production limit of 10. So they'll collect now up until you have 10 sticks in your inventory. We're gonna start the game speed again and get things rolling. Now we need some flint. They're little black chunks of rock. Ah, yeah, here we got some flint. We're just gonna gather this one manually. I don't know exactly how much is in one chunk. Okay, so there's 10 flint in each. It's gonna be enough for a starter. We're also gonna start collecting a little bit of food because that's pretty important to keep your society up and running. So here we have 2 fishing areas. We're gonna place the flag between here, and we'll make 2 people work on fishing as well. I think we've used up all of our adults then. I don't know if the children actually work or... Oh, this guy is wandering around and being idle, so I suppose they probably don't contribute, which is alright. I think that in the age when all hands were needed, they'd be a little more involved, but I'm not going to be pushing for child labor quite yet. We'll see how our society handles without it. Okay, so picking up some sticks, bringing them back to the camp. one of my favorite thing about games like this is actually to just lean back and enjoy and see how things evolve. But first you gotta get things going. Alright, we can speed up a little bit. So here we have our inventory. These are the kind of things we already have. We have a little bit of food, some fish and meat, and some vegetables, a little bit of sticks, flint, some skins, and we start with a few like tools. Spears can be used to hunt naturally. Knives are used for a lot of things like preparing skins and cooking. Let's see, so let's I'm gonna place out our little storage tent so that we have that. We're gonna keep it close to this crafting hut because I believe it's nice to have a short travel time between those two. Alright, so we've gotten some flint there. So there's a technology tree, or knowledge tree. This is what you use to advance throughout the different ages. Oh, we actually do start in the Paleolithic and we'll be working our way through the Neolithic. So and then we get to the Copper Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. So the steel making is the ultimate invention for us, which will give us access to steel, swords, spears, and stuff like this. Well, this is all in the future. We should be focusing on the more immediate goals. Things like food drying, for example, which can get very, very useful, and tanning, since this age is all about the leather. And here you can see you get some like milestones, and these are the ones that contribute knowledge to your society and ultimately unlocks like breakthroughs. So for gathering 10 sticks, we now got 1 knowledge. So picking up sticks doesn't necessarily advance your society a lot, so we've learned that then, people. And I'm gonna build another tent as well, since we have some free hands. We need some more dry skins for this. I guess I jumped the gun a little bit here. I think we're gonna need to get ourselves some more skins. Let's see, this is a boar. I think the boar is... Okay, so herbivores roam the land and feed from grass. They're one of the primary sources of meat, raw skins, and bones. Healthy adults are faster and tougher, so they require better tools or more hunters to be dealt effectively. Okay, so see, it is possible to choose like a few people and then like set them on a target together. Maybe let's send 2 people to get this guy over here. That's a kid, so they're not going to be hunting any. The donkey should be pretty straightforward to kill. I wonder, do we get any? Yeah, we get some skins out of it. That's excellent. So yeah, the skin dryer seems to be something we need to get going pretty early. I remember from the tutorial that the skin dryer can dry 2 skins at a time, so I think maybe if we have a couple, that should be enough for our current needs. Oh, and yeah, the villagers go and they cook food at the hearth and take care of stuff like this. Most things happen relatively automatically. It's like an indirect control simulation, as we often call it. The work zones don't require you to give professions to people. As long as you set like maximum 2 people can work here, then every now and then a couple of people will come over. They're gonna work, they're gonna do their thing, and they're gonna return the resources. Then later they can do another job. This is actually a big difference from games like, for example, Vanished, which is I think the closest comparison I can find to this game, in which you have to give all your villagers like a specific profession, and they'll only do that particular job until you reassign them. The difference is like this gets a lot more flexible. There doesn't seem to be like any skills that your people earn towards doing a particular trade. They're just like everybody does everything equally efficient. Oh, we have some berry bushes here as well. I think we should probably gather some of those berries. Harvest wild plants. It's enough with 1 person on that. Seems like our sticks over here have dried up. I don't know if like new sticks. Oh no, there's some more. I don't know if the new sticks like fall from the trees over time, or if you're kind of just left with what's here. I know the seasons change, so maybe like during fall the sticks gotta fall down, and then after winter you can like pick them up. So no storage slots. Yeah, that's fair enough. I still don't have my storage tent. So there's the skins dryer. That's excellent. So now somebody should go pick up some skins and put them up here, and we're gonna be drying them. So the raw skins don't seem to be useful for anything in particular. The dry skins are where it's at. And that's what we need for our storage tent. I'm not sure if this is the optimal opening. Basically just gathering some of the things that I consider important. I think maybe we could build some harpoons. Yeah, we can build a few wooden harpoons, because those are good for fishing. It seems like they're the only fishing tool we have available right now, so... Yeah, you keep telling me that. Most resources and tools will decay over time. Decay is accelerated when tools are used. Okay, resources stored inside a structure decay slowly. Yeah, so we do really want to get some storage up and running so we can store away things. Like raw fish, I presume probably doesn't last long, so until we have techniques for like curing and salting food, we will probably want to make sure that it's at least staying inside and not just lying out in the open. Okay, I think we have almost all the... just a couple more skins. Let's see if we can hunt a few of these two. Megaloceros. So that's basically like moose or elk style animals. Well, this one's pretty majestic. Probably get into some trouble if I attack this guy. Oh yeah, we're gonna not do that. The little kids are playing around. Oh, they're eating berries. That's nice. Or actually, they just stored the berries. Ah, the tents can also store a few things. That's nice. So we have some very basic storage in the tents. And they don't seem to be assigned to the tents either, so they just go to the tents when they need to sleep. So it's like rather flexible. They take the jobs that are available to them. They sleep in the sleeping spaces that are available when they need to sleep. So a little less micromanagement heavy than any other constructor games. Alright, I'm liking this. Oh, and you can collect tree from the pear trees. That is excellent. Oh, we got a little herd of... Oh, what are these? These are rhino. That's nice. And some little bison. I presume the bison are probably... Yeah, however, they're used to defending themselves against predator and might retaliate if attacked. Should probably not hunt these with like solo hunters when there's a whole herd of them. Megaloceros has escaped. Oh, okay, they ran away from us. Alright, alright, I guess that's to be expected there. Hard to kill with the limited tools that we have available to us. So we have our storage tent. We're starting to put stuff in there. It's excellent. Don't know if we need any more of these tools, but I'm gonna make a couple more of these little knives, the biface. So they seem to be pretty useful. So what should be our next objective? Oh, we're learning about knowledge, apparently. You can earn knowledge points in the game by achieving various goals. I kind of discovered this already. By reaching larger populations, building varied types of structures, hunting different types of animals, acquiring various resources. Oh, killing raiders. That sounds exciting. Unlocking milestones and surviving more years. You can then use these points to unlock new techs, which allow you to advance your settlement and to be able to sustain larger populations. Okay, so there is some kind of a population cap as well. Ah, yeah, okay, our capacity is currently 9. I wonder if that's based purely on how much space we have, or if technology actually counts into it. Okay, so food drying is available to us, as well as bone tools. I wonder which one would be... I think we're going to start with the food drying, because we do have some tools and weapons that we can use already. Okay, so production and... yeah, our food dryer. We're going to put that next to our storage barn as well. Storage tent, sorry about that. I'm playing too much Banished. Which, again, it's a pretty comparable game to this. You build yourself a little village. It's medieval time period. Oh, this is really nice. You can see them building. Huh, cool. Oh, here's a boar again. Let's go get him. We got a couple of guys to go. Let's see. Yeah, they're throwing spears. The boar's getting away. Ah, nice. They got him. Oh, they can swim too. I thought maybe they could only ford the river in these little shallow spots, but it seems they can swim too. That's useful. I wonder if he's able to swim back with this loot actually. Trogor. This is pretty savage, just skinning the beast with his bare hands. He probably does have one of these flint knives, but that looked eat your heart out, Robinson. Alright, so we've acquired some raw meat and gained some knowledge. That's excellent, and we have a food dryer. How much capacity? Oh, you can fit a lot on one food dryer, so I think for now we're just gonna go with one. So we are now able to dry some food for the cold seasons. I'm a little unsure where you can see that. Okay, so here you have the current season. It's fall and it's like 1/3 through. Fair enough. And our storage of sticks is decent. I wonder if we have some storage for... Yeah, we have wood pile and we have rock pile. We don't seem to have one of those, so we're gonna put up one. It seems like our storage stand is for like smaller items and like crafted things, and our raw resources need these little aisles. Okay. Excellent, now we can like actually store some flint, so we can keep collecting. Oh, another horse. Well, it's a horse, not a donkey this time. That's a beautiful little horse there. A little fat neck, but... Well, I mean, no horse expert. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be food, so let's not get too attached to it. We need to survive after all. Wonder if you can see the spoil times of different things. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, these bars here probably show you the spoil time, I guess. And it's a stack of 3, so I guess the oldest one is displayed on top. It seems everything has some kind of a decay. I guess it makes sense. I mean, none of these things are like made to last for a long time. Okay, so we should try to hunt all the different kinds of animals and gather all the different kinds of research. Let's get some stone because we didn't get any yet, so that we can get as much knowledge as possible. So the reindeer, that one's also not been hunted before, and this little guy, ibex. Hunt these. I think we're gonna be a little careful with the bison. We're gonna stay away from the bison from now. Okay. Megalith. A giant rock that can be used to build megalithic structures. I guess this is where the... Yeah, stone circle, dome, and then... Oh, this is nice. So we can recreate some of these epic ancient relics that we see around in the world, like Stonehenge and stuff like this. That's nice. Okay, so we need to pull it back by humans. I guess we probably need to develop some more technology before we can transport things like this. Some maybe some carts or something like this. Okay, so we have a lot more knowledge. I think we can get the... Yeah, we can get the bone tools now. Slings. Oh, slings. Yeah, that's probably really efficient for hunting. Spirituality. Oh, let's see about the more practical things first, I think. Planning. Oh, this leads to sledge making. Ah, alright. So I bet that's gonna help us to move some like big slabs of stone and transport goods further. That looks good, but we're gonna start with bone tools. What is the next? Composite tools. Okay, so we can get flint axes, picks, and spears. Okay, for now we can get a bone harpoon and a bone spear. And the bones themselves, did we get them from animals? Or how's... Oh, we have a trader. Interesting. The trader has... Oh, some really exotic goods that I'm not really sure should be available in this time, but... Dog domestication. Okay, so everything has a value, so you need to match the value to buy them, I presume. Let's see, these are the things that we have. We have some bones, dry skin, spyfish. And our harpoons. I don't know exactly what we want, but I mean, we could always trade some bread. This is very cheap, so... And the harpoon is worth 5, so we can get a few more things. The dog domestication. Is this a technology, actually? We could trade the knowledge with them. It seems a little OP if you can just stock up a lot of stuff and then trade it for the knowledge of domestication. Logs, we can't really do that yet, so maybe we want to get that. Get a few logs. Wait, but you just said... Oh, I see. Commission. So he adds a little bit to this value. Let's give one more harpoon. We can take more logs. Leather. Dry skin leather. So leather is probably the tanned version then, I guess, of skins. Let's get this, and yeah, that's probably everything we're gonna get, because these are all worth 2, and he's gonna add his commission, so... Tannin. What is tannin? Okay, well, we're gonna get one, and we're gonna see if we can use it for something. A substance used to treat raw skins in order to make leather. Aha, so this is what you use when you are tanning. Tannin. I haven't heard this expression before. It is obtained from the bark of some trees, such as oaks and firs. Okay. Research lasts for 1 year. Oh, you can see the decay times here. So we are actually in winter already. That was pretty quick. So I guess no more berries for us. Maybe the ground is gonna get covered with snow too, so we can't get to sticks and such. I guess we're gonna see. Let's not be negative in advance. Actually, it seems like we still have a lot of sticks around here, so maybe we can even increase the limit a little bit, so we have a larger reserve. Oh, so this doesn't automatically renew, does it? That's interesting. I'm gonna remove this work area for now, since it's not gonna be a thing. But I'm gonna put a new obtain flint. Can we cover any more flint resources? Doesn't look like there are any more around here. No. Okay, but then let's just put a work area here, and we want to have up to 10 flint. That's fine. Cured meat. Yeah, excellent. More knowledge. So we actually have quite a lot of food in our storage here. Some dry fish, some cured meat. That's excellent. And we can keep producing this during the winter, I guess. Ah, there's the snowfall. Oh, we have enough houses to shelter everyone. We have space for 9 people. Oh yeah, actually that's exactly my population capacity. So I'm gonna preemptively build like 2 more tents. I'm gonna start like a little row over here. Oh, I forgot. You can hold down the shift button. You can place several at a time. We're gonna make like a little corral, I think, with the possibility to walk through here. I don't know how much space they actually need to walk through, but we'll see. Work on our spacing. I bet we're gonna be redesigning our little village 100 times throughout the age as we get new technologies and stuff. Okay, work area exhausted. Does it automatically remove the... Yeah, it automatically removes the flag. That's excellent. Then I don't really need to think about taking them away, actually. But we'll probably need some more flint, though. So this... I forgot to show this. This is called the Primal View. You can hold down tab, and you see all sorts of resources, and, very importantly, you can see animals. I think they might be tagged depending on how dangerous they can be. I'm not quite sure. It seems plausible, seeing as these are like adult bison which fight back when they're provoked. These seem to be younglings, so yeah, young male, young female, so they're probably not as dangerous. And then you see like all sorts of harvestable resources. marked out here. Oh, what is this? Iron ore. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be a while. Doesn't seem like flint actually gets colored though. Okay, so I'm gonna make a cut here so that my videos don't get like super long, and we're gonna get right back into it later. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.